Well, Coach, big announcement today. DawgBowl 3 is coming back again. I know we got a lot of fans fired. Kirby was fired up. Some new awards, trophies. Tell us about it this year.
Well, first of all, it's the Chick-fil-A DawgBowl 2025. That's their official title. And we're trying to take a bite out of Parkinson's and Crohn's. Those are the two diseases we're trying to attack. And of course, I got Parkinson's, and my granddaughter Jaden has Crohn's, so we're trying to take a bite out of both of those. And so what we do is we have there's 32 lanes at Showtime Bowl in town, newly renovated Showtime, by the way. And we're in the bowling alley. There's 32 lanes, so the celebrity bowlers are going to be the current players. Coach Smart has allowed the players to come be the celebrities, like a golf tournament, so to speak, but it's inside. And then there's 4 people that will join a player, and then so there's a 5-man team, and then whichever team has the highest score gets the biggest trophy. And we got these WWE style belts for the winners, and I added a new trophy for the belt for the player that has the high individual score. So they'll be motivated all the way to the very end. So, but we've got about $500,000. Well, the last 2 years we brought in over close to 1.5 million. We've got about $500,000 pledged, and then we're gonna. You guys are going to stream it, of course.
DawgNation's going to stream that live. What is it, October
22nd.
October 22nd.
Yeah. And you guys are going to let everybody know what's going on, and then we're going to show them how to give online the fan base. We need them to bring in about a couple 100,000 to get our target.
Yeah. So we'll have some live programming on DawgNation.com. You'll hear a lot more about this in the coming weeks. But right now, everybody here, you know, it's Alabama week, and Alabama doesn't come here very often.
No.
Even when you were a coach, I mean, I don't know if it's any different from team to team, but some best of times beating them and some tough times. Tell me about what you think about this series with Alabama this week's game.
Yeah, I mean, it's two monsters in the Southeast, right? I mean, UGA-Alabama doesn't get any bigger than that. And so when you play those guys, it's so meaningful just from a kind of a manhood type of point of view. I mean, you know, it's a man's game to be physical, you could imagine. So those players know they got to bring their A game, and it's going to be a fight, a physical fight. So over the years, we had, like you said, some wins, some losses, but it's always a privilege to be in that type of game.
One series I do want to ask you about, and I was covering Tennessee when this happened. You turned around the Tennessee series. They had won a bunch, 9 in a row.
They won 9 in a row, and then the year before I got there, they won Georgia 1 for the first time.
Yeah, but everybody thought, well, you know, Steve Spurrier is leaving, so now it's Tennessee's time. But this guy comes to Georgia and kind of derailed Tennessee when Coach Fulmer had it going. Tell me about that series and what that meant.
Well, the first one, of course, 2001, my first season. We're at Tennessee. That was my first away game in the SEC. And we're winning late, and all we need is one first down to ice the game. We couldn't get it. They called their timeouts. We punted. They got the ball on the second play. They go 87 yards on the screen pass for a touchdown and take the lead with just maybe a minute to go. And we were able to drive the field. And came down to one play where we hit Veron Haynes down the middle. David Green did Veron Haynes, and that's what the old hobnail boot spiel came out from Munson's voice. But it was as loud as you could possibly get. When they scored that 87-yard screen pass, the ground shook, literally, and you couldn't hear a thing. And then, of course, when he scored, you could hear a pin drop. So it's a pretty wild game.
Yeah, they still remember that. Let me ask you a final question for you. For Gunnar Stockton not only to win that game, but win that game like that in that setting, what does that mean to a player or quarterback's career?
Well, you know, I call it defining moments. You know, you have a defining moment in your career. And when we played in 2001, it was kind of a defining moment for me as a head coach, first-year head coach, for our staff, but also for David Green, freshman quarterback. And he played big, and just like this kid played, you know. So I think it's a defining moment for him, and you need that belief from not only your teammates, but I think it helps when the staff believes and the fan base believes and the media believes that, hey, this guy could do it.
Coach Richt and a lot of believers around the SEC when he was at Georgia and Miami. Appreciate what you're doing. We're looking forward to the DawgBowl.